He kicked, punched, and split his way into Hollywood's elite, but behind every flying roundhouse was a $1 million deal. From humble beginnings to global action, superstardom, here's how Jean-Claude Van Damme turned every punch into a paycheck and built a fortune one blockbuster at a time. Humble beginnings and martial arts breakthrough, 1988 to 1991. Jean-Claude Van Damme's ascent in Hollywood began with modest paychecks, but his martial arts prowess quickly made him a sought-after action star. 1. Bloodsport, 1988. Van Damme earned a modest $25,000, while the film grossed over $50 million worldwide. This low-budget martial arts film became a cult classic, showcasing Van Damme's athleticism and introducing him to international audiences. 2. Black Eagle, 1988. He received $75,000 with the movie earning approximately $12 million globally. In this espionage action film, Van Damme played a formidable antagonist, further establishing his on-screen versatility. 3rd Kickboxer, 1989. Van Damme's salary remained at $75,000, while the film achieved a box office of over $50 million. Portraying a fighter seeking vengeance for his brother, Van Damme solidified his status as a martial arts icon. 4. Death Warrant, 1990. He was paid $75,000, with the movie grossing around $16 million domestically. In this action thriller, Van Damme played an undercover cop investigating a series of prison murders, adding depth to his action credentials. 5. Lionheart, 1990. Van Damme's earnings increased to $600,000, and the film garnered over $24 million at the box office. As a deserter from the French Foreign Legion, he enters underground fights to support his family, showcasing both his fighting skills and emotional range. 6. Double Impact, 1991. He received $600,000, with the film earning approximately $30 million worldwide. Playing dual roles as twin brothers seeking revenge, Van Damme demonstrated his ability to handle complex characters and action sequences. Peak Hollywood years, 1992 to 1995. In the early 90s, Van Damme's star power exploded. His movies became staples of action cinema, and his paychecks finally caught up with his global popularity. 7. Universal Soldier, 1992. Receiving a paycheck of $1.5 million and earning more than $102 million in box office worldwide, Van Damme played a resurrected soldier in this sci-fi action hit alongside Dolph Lundgren. The concept, explosive action, and star power turned it into a commercial success in his first major studio blockbuster. 8. Nowhere to Run, 1993. Jean-Claude Van Damme received a paycheck of $3 million, with the film earning $64 million at the global box office. Here he portrayed an escaped convict turned protector. A mix of action and heart gave the movie decent traction and pushed Van Damme into the elite $3 million per film tier. 9. Hard Target, 1993. He earned $3.5 million, and the film brought in a strong $74 million at the box office. Directed by John Woo in his Hollywood debut, this film gave Van Damme a fresh, stylized action edge. It performed solidly and kept his momentum going globally. 10. Time Cop, 1994. Van Damme bagged $5 million, while Time Cop soared to $101 million, making it his highest-grossing solo film. He played a time-traveling cop in what would become his biggest box office success. The film's popularity cemented his bankability, and the $5 million paycheck set a new benchmark for his career. 11th Street Fighter, 1994. He earned a massive $8 million, while the movie grossed $99.4 million worldwide. Playing Colonel Gil in this video game adaptation, Van Damme's star power carried the film at the box office. Even if it was panned critically, the $8 million paycheck made him one of the highest-paid action stars of the year. 12th Sudden Death, 1995. Van Damme collected $5 million, and the movie brought in $64 million globally. Set during a hockey game under siege, this die-hard-style thriller was packed with tension. While not as massive as Time Cop, it kept his action image intact. 13. The Quest, 1996. He took home $6 million, while the film earned $57 million at the box office. This was Van Damme's directorial debut, a globe-trotting martial arts adventure. While the film didn't break records, it was a personal passion project and marked a new chapter in his career. Downturn in DTV dominance, 1996 to 2005. Van Damme was at the top of his game, both critically and financially, but things would shift soon after. Soon, Jean-Claude Van Damme's career saw a dramatic shift. While his box office dominance began to decline, he still pulled solid paychecks and became a staple in the booming direct-to-video DTV market, particularly overseas. 14. Maximum Risk, 1996. Van Damme earned $5 million, while the film grossed $51.7 million worldwide. A dual-role thriller shot in France and the US. The film underperformed in theaters but did well in video sales. Van Damme still collected a full blockbuster tier salary. 15. Double Team, 1997. He received a paycheck of $6 million as the movie brought in $48 million at the global box office. Co-starring Dennis Rodman, this action-comedy hybrid flopped in the US but became a cult hit in Asia. Despite poor reviews, Van Damme's name ensured global attention and a solid payday. 16. Knockoff, 1998. Van Damme took home $5 million, and the film earned $44 million globally. Set in Hong Kong and directed by action legend Tsui Hark, the film was another financial letdown domestically, but continued Van Damme's strong presence overseas. 17th Legionnaire, 1998. He earned $2 million with a theatrical gross of just $500,000, but strong sales in home video markets. A French Foreign Legion period drama, this was Van Damme's most ambitious film yet. Though it barely played in theaters, it did great on VHS and DVD, where Van Damme was still gold. 18. Universal Soldier: The Return, 1999. His paycheck was $4.5 million, while the movie struggled with only $12.5 million at the box office. A rare theatrical sequel attempt in this era, but it bombed at the box office. Still, Van Damme cashed in on the franchise name. 19th, Inferno, Desert Heat, 1999. He received $2 million with a direct-to-video release strategy. A revenge Western hybrid, this went straight to video in most markets. Despite that, it reinforced Van Damme's reliable presence in the booming home rental market. The Order, 2001. Van Damme was paid $2 million with a limited theatrical release and strong direct-to-video revenue. Filmed in Israel and involving a religious conspiracy plot, Van Damme also co-wrote this one. It had limited theatrical play but found decent success in video markets. 21st Replicant, 2001. He earned $2 million with the movie going straight to video. Van Damme played dual roles again, both a serial killer and his clone. The film was well received for a DTV release and remains one of his better early 2000s projects. 22nd. Derailed, 2002. Van Damme received $1.5 million with the film released direct-to-video, a train-based action thriller. Despite the recycled formula, it was a profitable entry in the European and Asian markets. 23rd. In Hell, 2003, he earned $1.5 million with another direct-to-video release. A prison fight drama with a darker tone than usual, this became a cult favorite among Van Damme fans. It marked a rare critical win in his DTV era. 24. Wake of Death, 2004. Van Damme took home $1.5 million with the movie released straight to video, an underrated revenge flick with higher production value. It performed well in rentals and solidified Van Damme's niche as a serious DTV action star. 25th. Second in Command, 2005. He earned $1.5 million and the film was released direct-to-video. Playing a U.S. Embassy officer in a coup-stricken Eastern European country, Van Damme continued delivering what fans expected: efficient, no-frills action. Though his theatrical days were fading, Van Damme was still earning millions per film. thanks to loyal international markets and strong video sales. Late career comeback 2006 to 2020. Streaming, international action, and self-parody fueled a surprising second act. 26. The Hardcore 2006. He earned $1.5 million with the film released direct-to-video. Van Damme played a war vet hired to protect a boxer's family from gang threats. Standard fare, but again, strong sales in Eastern Europe and Asia ensured it turned a profit. 27. Until Death 2007 received a paycheck of $1.5 million, and like most of his mid-2000s titles, it went straight to video. In one of his most dramatic roles, Van Damme portrayed a corrupt, drug-addicted cop. Critics noted his performance showed rare vulnerability, something fans appreciated. 28th. JCVD 2008 earned around $500,000 and brought in $2.3 million at the box office from a limited release. This self-aware, emotional, partly autobiographical film stunned critics. Van Damme played himself, aging, broke, and misunderstood, and delivered what many call his best acting performance. He didn't earn a fortune, but regained respect. 29th. Universal Soldier. Regeneration, 2009. Van Damme received $2 million, with the film released in limited theaters and across global video platforms. Reuniting with Dolph Lundgren, this lean, brutal sequel revitalized the franchise, especially in Russia and Eastern Europe. 30. Assassination Games, 2011. He collected $1.5 million, and the film followed the direct-to-video route, a stylish assassin thriller with Scott Adkins. The film was standard DTV fare, but the Adkins-Van Damme duo was well received by genre fans. 31st. Dragon Eyes 2012. Van Damme earned $1 million, with the movie going straight to DVD and on demand. He played a mentor to MMA fighter Kung Lei in this action tale, a modest production but profitable in rentals and streaming platforms. 32nd Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning 2012. Paycheck $2 million, with a limited theatrical run and strong digital VOD reach. The most brutal and experimental of the Universal Soldier entries, with Van Damme in a darker, almost horror-style role. Critics praised its bold direction. 33rd. Welcome to the Jungle, 2013, earned $1 million with a limited theatrical and digital release. A comedy where Van Damme parodied himself again, this time as a survival trainer stuck with office workers on an island. Another step in his self-aware career rebirth. 34th Pound of Flesh, 2015. He earned $1.5 million and the film was released direct-to-video. Van Damme wakes up in a bathtub with a kidney missing and goes on a revenge spree. Though pulpy, it was a hit with his loyal fan base. 35th. Kickboxer, Vengeance, 2016. Van Damme earned $1 million, and the film saw a limited release and strong VOD numbers, returning to the Kickboxer franchise, this time as a trainer. Nostalgia helped it perform well on digital platforms and overseas. 36. Kickboxer, Retaliation, 2018. He again earned $1 million with the release strategy focused on VOD and niche markets. Van Damme reprised his mentor role, with Mike Tyson joining the cast. These reboots did moderately well and kept the brand alive. 37. Lucas, the Bouncer, 2018. Paycheck, estimated $500,000, with a box office return of $1.8 million in France and the EU. A gritty French-language drama where Van Damme showed serious acting chops again. Low-key release, but earned positive critical response. 38. We Die Young, 2019. He earned an estimated $750,000 with the film released digitally and on VOD. Van Damme plays a mute war vet in a gang-ridden Washington, D.C. neighborhood. The film was well shot and appreciated in streaming circles. 39. The Last Mercenary, 2021. Van Damme earned an estimated $2 million for this Netflix original. His Netflix debut, an action comedy where he again spoofed his legend. It was watched by millions globally and marked a solid late career win. Even though the paycheck shrunk from $8 to $10 million to $1 to $2 million per film, Van Damme never stopped working. Between DTV domination, franchise returns, and smart streaming plays, he remained a global action brand, especially in Europe, Asia, and South America. Subscribe for more as we'll come up with another star who took millions home.